Hey guys, it's me again, your girl Cynthia. This girl can be your favorite auntie, your favorite sister, your favorite cousin, whatever. As long as it's respectful, I will be that for you in any of these videos, okay? So once again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for all you subscribers who have subscribed to my channel. I thank you so much. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And yeah, let's hop into this video, okay? So let's talk about it. What is one of the most important things to you in a relationship? You said what now? Oh, me too. Communication. Yeah, girl. Yes, man and woman, if you're watching. For me, communication is by far the biggest thing for me. It is communication. Without communication, everything and anything can fail in that relationship. You know, if that's what it is. You cannot do anything from day to day if there's no communication. If there's no communication, some things can look like something is not. If there is no communication, something in the relationship will fail. Those important things that appeared to be important at the beginning of the relationship, when everything was all good and all lovey-dovey. Then when the relationship goes, it proceeds on down the line and things starts to happen a little differently. Some communication is lacking somewhere, among other things. But the other things could come from the lack of communication. If you get your keys, something as simple as getting your keys, leaving the house, going to the store for whatever you need, not saying anything when you leave out of the house, going to the store, that's some poor communication. Because you haven't said anything. You haven't said, I'll be back or I ain't coming back. You haven't said anything. That's poor communication. Let me give another example. If you're not coming home from work, there's a routine that people have. I'm extremely routine. And if I don't come home at a certain time during the day, like I normally do, and I don't text or I don't call, and I come later, that's poor communication. A person can forget, to call, to text, but to that other person, they're not gonna see it that way. They might start thinking left. You know how that can go, because for one, the enemy don't want you to have good thoughts anyway. But if you're gonna be late, you call, you text, whatever the case may be. But if you don't, that's poor communication, lack of communication. The weekend comes and you start getting ready on a Friday night, and you done got dressed, and you're in a process. But in this process, you hadn't said one thing to your girl or to your wife or whoever it is that you have, man. This is for man or woman. You haven't said anything. You haven't communicated that you're going out with your boys or you're going out with your girls. Haven't said anything. Is something wrong with that? There's definitely something wrong with that. Because I don't know about everybody else, but I will not have a man in my life, because I know me. I know that's something that I don't want. It's a man in my life that feels like he can go and come as he pleases. And what I mean is, he's not communicating. He's not saying anything. He's just doing what he think he can do without any reasoning, without communicating. I don't want that. I don't want it. Even in a friendship, simple friendship between two females or two males or whatever the case may be, there still has to be communication there. That's still a relationship to be worked on. Anything that you do in this world comes from communication. It's supposed to. It just does. In a friendship, prime example, I you know how life sometimes it takes you in a direction where it feels like you just going to work, coming home, pay bills, and doing it all over again the next day. Well, one particular week, I was just having a rough week, and I needed to, you know how sometimes you need that adult outing. You just need to be out and just have some fun, get a breather, whatever it is that you feel like you need to do. Well, one of my old co-workers, she and I had planned to do something on that Friday. So, I'm excited about it. I had even taken off work that Friday to go. And so we had talked about it all week. So when Friday came, she said, I'm going to call you when I get off work. So you'll know I'm headed home, so I'll be getting ready. So I done set up my outfit. I done planned 10 different outfits in my head and end up wearing the one that I didn't intend to wear. All that stuff that we women do. So 6 o'clock, get the rolling around. 6:30, 7 o'clock. By 7:30, I hadn't heard nothing. I was beginning to feel some kind of way, but then I said, well, wait a minute. Let me just make sure. I'm just hoping that she's safe and she's okay. I said, okay. It's 9 o'clock. The time just kept going by. So I can't recall if I reached out to her that day or not. I said, well, she'll text me or she'll just let me know something. Days passed by. An entire week passed by. I said, well, she know we got to come back to work. We're going to see each other. What is she going to say then? When I got to work, I saw her and I know she felt my energy. You know how sometimes you can't hide the way you feel on certain occasions or in some instances, but that I couldn't hide because, again, I had taken off work that Friday and, there was no communication as to I won't be able to go or whatever. It was none. So during that time, I called myself, I said, okay, I'm going to try to, I don't need a whole lot of people in my circle to call my friends. You know what I'm saying? I just don't have to. I have a real small circle. And when I say small, it's probably about the circle, the parameter of this circle on this camera. And that's very small. But we clicked. We kind of got along well. But even in this instant, there was no communication, She said, let me tell you what she said when she saw me. She said, well, I'm here, meaning she's at work. If you need me, let me know. If I need you, let me know. Right then, my spirit just changed. I said, okay, thank you. I said, I'll let you know. Everything I felt, it went away. Everything I felt went away because I saw that she was okay. She was at work. And, yeah. Later on, she told me that she didn't contact me because her kids wanted to go to the mall. Fine. I'm glad you were, look, I'm glad you were able to take them to the mall. I'm pretty sure that they wanted to go. What child doesn't want to go shopping? The only thing you had to do was shoot me a text and say, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it. Can we go some other time? Now, the other time or the next time, it probably wouldn't happen. Because for the simple fact that I took off work, once again, I could have went to work. Or I could have planned to go with somebody else. But the communication was off. So again, that's why, it's hard even making friends or trying to make friends, you know what I'm saying? On the strength of stuff like that. And I know people are different. I know everybody's different. And I also know that things happen. We're people. People are people. Things change. So, yeah, that's what's really important to me in a relationship is communication. lack of communication, everything will fail. Everything will fall. I don't care how close you are in a relationship. If you don't have these certain conversations or certain types of communication levels, your relationship is headed for disaster. It is. As I journey along my life, I see more and more how it is so vital. Even with a bill collector, you got to have communication with them. Can't leave them out. Yeah. So I just wanted to touch bases on that topic, communication. And if you feel like in your relationship there's lack of it, sit down and talk about the lack of communication in the relationship. Talk about it. Why is there a lack of communication? Have you gotten so comfortable in the relationship that you feel like it's not needed? Not true. Look, I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. But I do believe that we all know that when you don't communicate, or you will know, things fall, things fail. They just simply will. Anything from the bedroom to the front door, to the outside of the door, if there's no communication, you have nothing. And if you think that you do, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, really, I am. But you got to work on it. And I'm not talking about one day, every day. It's just like having a job. Are there days where you feel like you don't want to be bothered and you don't want to talk? No communication, whatever? Absolutely we do. But please don't stay in that space too long. Don't stay in that space too long. Okay? All right. I'm going to end this video. I think I'm going to go ahead and make coffee, which leads to my next video. So watch my next video. It's kind of fun. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. I love you and thank you for stopping by. Thank you for tuning in on this day, if it's day for you, or night if it's night for you, wherever you are. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.